is scrapped actually. But it's good, but because my experience here is that, okay, you can train somebody with a programming background with the domain experience, so it's possible. Okay, so just to give you some examples of how Project Refinery is being used nearby to our area. So basically, I don't want to show a lot of like US examples, but somewhere near Southeast Asia and Asia Pac. So one of our customers in Arcadis, so what they did is basically they want to understand what is the best layout for their floor plan. So basically, how many meeting rooms that they can place, how many tables or office tables that they can place in a particular office layout. So instead of like manually mapping it out in Revit, so what they did is they used Refinery for that. Another example, so this one is in Japan. This one is by Daiwa House. So what they did is actually they created a Project Refinery script where it helps them to identify what is the best GFA for a particular building. So what they did is they used Dynamo and Refinery to generate different prototypes, and basically they chose the best layout, the best building orientation, and basically best number of layout or combinations possible. So these are just by sharing with you some of its potential. So there are a lot of like applications for Dynamo. So I always tell my customers that whenever you want to use Dynamo, always think about the repetitive work that you have to do in Revit. So once you have identified those workflows, first you learn the skill sets on how to learn Dynamo, and then second, applying the manual processes that you do in Revit. And again, it's been around for a while. So there's a lot of like programmers or Dynamo scripters that share packages available through the internet. So you can download a lot of packages available. So maybe some of the workflows that you might be thinking about right now, it's already been developed. So there's a lot of resources that is available already. So just to wrap it up with the generative design, and also with Dynamo, you can actually generate different multiple design options rapidly. So you can also generate sophisticated designs with the just simple process, data, and logic. And basically, it can help you solve a lot of industry problems. So with that, thanks for your time. Do you guys have any questions? All right, so I'll be here this entire afternoon. So if you guys have any questions, just feel free to approach me. All right, thank you.
Yeah, I have a question from what's the difference between Refinery and your Dynamo player?
Oh, good question. So for Dynamo player, it's actually, I think everyone here lived through the Winamp days, right? Do you guys know what is Winamp?
Okay.
It's before Windows Media Player. Yeah. So it's actually like it contains your playlist of different Dynamo scripts. So whenever you hit that play button, it runs your script. So whenever I train my customers on Dynamo, there are two types. So one is a scripter, and then the other one is a user. So the user just hits that play button. So with the Dynamo player, you can actually post your scripts on your server. Then people can start sharing their scripts in the project. And then for Refinery, the other question is that it is a plugin on top of Dynamo. So it's still a beta application right now. Yeah. But right now with the latest release, you can run Project Refinery projects within the Revit interface. Yeah.
Cool. Right. Thank you, John.
When you refer to your customer, is it customer using Autodesk or they ask you for your service to do this? We don't do services per se for Autodesk. We actually had a consulting division, but actually we let our partners do it for us right now. So there's certain cases that the customer comes to us, we have this specific problem, how do we do it? So we work together with them on terms of like creating a script.
So you charge for the script or?
No, we don't. We co-develop with them. So basically, we teach them how to do it. They try to do it, and then if they have questions, they can just like we communicate back and forth how do we do it.
Yeah, as long as you're using the Autodesk software. Right?
Yeah. So don't start emailing me for scripts. Sorry.
Do you have any workshop for the Dynamo hands-on?
Yeah, good question. Because we actually have our BIM deployment workshop on October 16 and 17. Sorry, I didn't flash that. Maybe I should have done that. If you look for the BIM deployment workshop, so we have this. It's an Autodesk event. We are doing it at BCAA. So we actually have classes on Dynamo, Project from BIM 360. So our top contents for this year is actually quite good. So we're getting people from Project From to train, and also I'll be the trainer as well for Dynamo. So if you guys if you want to keep to learn more about Project Refinery and Dynamo, feel free to register for that event. 16 and 17.
You can register online?
Yeah, you can register online. Just search for BIM deployment workshops and maybe Autodesk. It's a 2-day workshop. If no other questions, thank you for your time.
Okay, we'll have the last presentation. Dennis will go through with you exactly what our Digital Building Innovation Center is doing, and then I'll elaborate more on our capabilities. Afterwards, there's refreshment on our building, which is the Innovation Center is across here. There's some refreshments there. We'll walk over there, and then we'll do a quick tour exactly what our center has. All right. So I'll pass the mic to Dennis.
Hi everyone. We also teach computational for full-time students. We do have the active training. So if this group of people you guys are interested in taking for
Okay.
Deep is in short Digital Building Innovation Center. We started this since April. We started in training for our full-time students 2012. At that time, many of the industries is still yet to pick up a lot of things. Over the years, we start to see many industries, they have this high demand in terms of the training. So we started with the in terms of part-time training as well. So we started off with the BIM training 2012 as we develop as a school over the next 5 years of the plan. We're actually going into VDC, Smart Facility, Computational, DFMA, and Simulation. Simulation is something we teach to our full-time students. They use that to generate their site analysis and building design. So that is something very new. In these two lots of the things that we're trying to set for the school, other than running full-time, part-time, workplace training, we customize BIM training for company. So we work quite closely with Walmart to train their staff on site. Customization means when we have something standard in the market, the duration may be too long, including fundamental, advanced, and intermediate. So some company, most of their staff know certain things. They need not to go through the whole training. They don't have such time to spend to come to the training. So we customize for them, knowing which are the modules they already quite familiar with, which are the gaps that need to be trained. So we package it in a shorter duration for the training. These are the projects that we also work with the industry. Most of the smaller firms, Archi firm, they yet to have BIM system ready. We work with them closely to plan for their BIM implementation and execution plan so that they can come on board using the BIM. So that includes also later on their staff come over for training. In this whole setup, our full-time lecturer will not be able to cope because they are teaching the full-time, they take care of the part-time. So we do also need people like you who are expert in this area, including computation. You can come on board and join our network, a young lecturer network. So as and when we need to run project or teach training, we will call upon you to come to teach. So, overview, School of Architecture and the Built Environment, in short ABE, we run 6 courses here. Diploma in Architecture, Landscape Architecture, Civil Engineering, Facility Management, Interior Design, and also the Integrated Event Management. So this school, over there, the man sitting there at the stand is the director of the school, Dr. Paris. Over here, when we recruit students from secondary school, their O-level result. Civil engineering, compared to Hong Kong or other countries, the young people tends to choose other courses like banking or something more comfortable working environment rather than civil. So the perception of construction or in this building sector is something about this, right? So with the digital coming in, we are excited because we do see things become this in the whole planning. We visited DFMA production, prefab. Things become very simple and all digital. And this generation of the student, they are very good in that. It's IT savvy. So that is a whole very exciting trend we are looking at. So we look at it as a new way to design, new way to build, and new way to manage. As a school, as a center, we want to work with you guys for this learning journey for the industry transformation lab. So we work quite closely with BCA to bring most of you to come in, like committee meeting, or even a sharing session like that. We can turn out new things. We learn from industry. I learned a lot from Wara. Using computational in civil, in construction is something very new to me. We do it in design, is quite a common thing. This part of it, as a preferred partner, we come to us, we can customize training for you, company by company, based on your timeline. And also using this to attract the young talent into the industry. So we have a whole group of students at the back. He will share with you their winning project later over the other side. They learn all these BIM at year 2 to do a multi-story building. And then they pick up a lot of third-party software and all used together and connect the dot for their competition project, which is quite an exciting process. So I will share this last part for my part. As a BIM center or digital center, we look at from design, documentation to construction. It's completely a new way to do it. So, new way to design have a whole lot of the computation. They also need the whole production of digital modeling, which is the BIM. For the contractor awarded with the project, we also need a team to do the digital modeling and later on documentation, tender process, and all the way up to VDC. So VDC in Singapore context is rather not quite there yet. It's expensive to set up, and also you need that group of people who are expert in this area. So manager, they may not be the one doing the modeling, but they need to know the navigation of it, to conduct the meeting, to manage the project. So what we do here, currently we have this basic, intermediate, advanced training. And we have the specialist diploma in BIM management. Is the part-time course, open to the adult learner. At the moment, this short course, we hardly recruit anyone from the industry. Not many of you coming for this. Our specialist is quite popular, oversubscribed. together with the architecture firm at the moment, we do implementation and execution. So we completed 3 companies to come and come on board, and they are coming in. They send us down to the training now in order to build the capacity, capability. For construction company like Wahab, we do get analysis for their BIM capability in the office, and then we plan out the different module for the training. So this whole process is more like a project with training. Okay? We also work with SSG with the funding system to plan out simple short course 1-2 days courses to bring more people from the construction sector to come on board for digital competency. So we have some stages. We are still waiting for the funding to approve, and we will soon publish this to recruit. We're working this closely with Dr. Tan, ECA, together with the project. So at this part here, some of the project we are doing, we also bring in a lot of different software. Different companies use different software, so we need to bring in quite a lot, which is quite a challenging process. Because some software come in, they may say, you can only use my software. I don't want to go to another one. So we need to have a lot of this negotiation. So this is important for us because in order to cater for the industry, we need to have this broad span, very wide selection of the software. And we're now working with BCA together with Graphisoft to test and develop this regulation chapter platform. So then our student will come in as well to do the checking. They will be the user to test the system. Yep. I pass on this to Chris. Chris is our BIM expert